Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Network for You. We welcome you all to our Python series Python for Network Engineer. If you remember, in our previous class we done some automation. If you remember this code, we done this one, right? With the help of this code, what we done? We are going inside the router and doing some configuration. That is creating the loopback 0, assigning the IP address, creating the loopback 1, assigning the IP address. We learned this one. So we will do one more lab by using switch, and we are going to do some more automation. So you will have more idea about this one, how we can perform this one. And after that doing 2-3 more labs, then we will do little big project. But anyhow, let's do the same thing in the switch. So what I will do, I will take any switch. Let me take any switch. I will take one switch, this one. And if you remember, this is our NAT cloud. So what I will do, I will remove this cable. I will remove this cable. I will connect the cable from here to here, NAT cloud. Okay, let me delete this cable first of all. After that we will connect this cable to same NAT cloud. So I will delete this cable. Okay, and this is the our NAT cloud. I am connecting to the switch, and let me start the switch here. Same thing we will do by using switch. We will create some VLAN, so you will have the more idea. So we will assign this IP to our VLAN 1, so we can communicate and we can check that one. Okay, so let me take the console of this one. This is a switch. So same thing, what we will do, I will show you. First of all, I will go in the global configuration mode. I will write interface VLAN 1. I will assign the IP address, same IP what we discussed before, this IP only, because this IP and my software, the Visual Code Studio, which I am running on that PC, both are in the same class, so we can communicate directly, right? So I am using that one, 192.168.20.158 space 255.255.255.0. Then I will write no shut. So with this one, I assign the IP address to the VLAN 1. So with the help of this IP, I can take this switch like telnet I can do, or SSH I can do to this switch. Okay. So now I will do the enable password. Enable password. I will write Cisco, and we will create the username and password also. Username is network for you. Same thing as we do before. Password will be Cisco. Okay, so we created the username, password, as well as we done the enable password. Now I will configure the telnet LAN VTY 0 to 4. As you remember, same thing what we do before, LAN VTY 0 to 4, and login local. Okay, so with this one, telnet is configured. If you want to verify, we can verify also. What I will do, I will write telnet here, and then I will write the IP address. What is IP? 192.168.20.158. Okay, so telnet prompt is appearing here. I will write the username network for you, and the password is Cisco. So I can access, I do the enable, then enable password is Cisco. So I can access this switch. Okay, if I want to verify, I can access with this PC or not. I will open the PuTTY software. Let me open the PuTTY here and verify with the PuTTY also. So this is a PuTTY. I will do the telnet here, and telnet IP I have 192.168.20.158. Okay, so when I do this one, if you see this with the PuTTY also I can access. This is my PuTTY software I install in my real machine, and this switch is virtual. So how I am connecting? If you see here, this is a NAT cloud. This cloud is connected to my machine, the real PC, and PuTTY is installed in that one, as well as Visual Code Studio also installed in this one. So when I write here network for you, and the password is Cisco, let me write Cisco and press enter, I can access the switch. Okay, I can write here Cisco show run, and I want to save the configuration. I can save the configuration also. Let me save the configuration, WR. I will write save the configuration, and if you want to check, I will write show VLAN brief. So we will check how many VLAN we have in this one. If you see here, how many VLAN we have? By default, whatever VLAN we are getting, we have only that VLAN. If you see, VLAN 1 is available, all the ports are in the VLAN 1, and we have more VLAN, that is a VLAN 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. This is coming by default, we are not using this one. Okay, so we will leave that one. So if you see here, we don't have VLAN 2 or VLAN any VLAN. So now with the help of Python, we are going to create more VLAN. So this is our previous code, whatever we use for our router to create the loopback, that is loopback 0, and assign the IP. Same code we are going to use, and some modification we are going to do. If you see in our previous class, what we told, we are going to use the telnet package. So we need to include. So first thing we include with the library. This is a library, we say import telnet lib. So we include that library. After that, we had to say, we told that we need to define the important variable. We define here the IP address of the switch, that is a interface VLAN 1. What we assign to the VLAN 1, we assign that IP. We are saying host is this IP. Username, what we keep in our switch, network for you. And password we keep switch. So we define in the second section, we define the important variable. Then third section, we told by using this information, we need to create a section, the TCP session, by using the telnet. So what we done, we use the telnet lib.telnet. This package, this library we call to make a session, to create the session with our device. Okay. So whenever we are creating, we are writing, we need to write this whole sentence, this whole, we can say from here to here, this whole thing. So instead of writing this whole thing, I put this all value in the one variable tn. So whenever I want to use, I will write tn and assign is equal to, whenever I want to use this whole thing, instead of writing this whole complete thing, I will write tn. Okay. So I put all this value in the tn. This is used for what? This one is used to create the session with our device. So with this one, the host name is this one, this IP. When we run this code, this one is going to create the session with our switch, telnet sessions. Okay, telnet session. And after that, what we can do when we are writing here, if you see in the command prompt, let me show you. When we are doing that example, if you see when we done the telnet, what it is appearing, we are appearing the username. Okay, then we have the password, then we have the enable, and we have the password. So what we done here in the code, if you see here, we told we need to show the, we need to what we can say, read till we get the username. So we will write tn. Tn is a session created by the telnet. Tn read until. We use this one read until keyword to read till we get the username. And why we write this b? Because if we did not write this b, we will get the error. Okay, why? This is a string, we define this is in the string, so it will be have issue. So what we will do, we need to convert this into bytes. So for that purpose, we will write b. For simplicity, if you have any confusion, see, just remember with this one, whenever we are displaying, we will write this b. Whenever we are reading this, read or write, we will do in the string. But this Python language and the processor, they will execute in the bytes, bits. So we need to convert this into bytes. So that's why we are writing b like this. Okay, or easy way, just write code one time, and whenever you want to do, modify this code. Slowly you will have more idea about this one. Okay, if you are facing confusion, no worries, just write this code, execute depending upon your requirement, try to modify this one. Okay, so now just remember this b is used for converting this string into bytes, and we told read till we get the username. So when we have the username in this one, if you see, if I show you here, if you get the username in the putty or anywhere where we are getting username, let me show you here. Yeah, here, right here, username, when you are getting username till that one, read, we told here. Okay, till that time read. After that, what we are saying, write. We are saying okay, write. So what we will write, we will write the username. It will write the username. So username will take from here because we are assigning that value, and it will go here in the place of user. And why we are writing this encode ASCII means because the ASCII keys, this string need to be converted again into ASCII value. So with the help of this one, they are going to convert that one. Okay, and this /n is used for next line, that is enter. This will behave like we are pressing enter, because when we enter the username password, we need to press enter, right? And after that we will write if password, and we will read till we get the password, and then we will write again, and we will whatever password we define, that password will write here from there, and this one to convert again from the string to the ASCII value, and press enter. After that, what we will do, if you see here in the, let me show you in the putty, if you see after that what we will do, we will, when we put the username and password, if you see username, you will put the username and the password, then you will have this one, you need to write enable, right? You need to write the enable. So what we done here, we will write the enable, then you will have the enable password. So we need to write again tn.write, and password is Cisco, and you need to write in next, press enter. So what we will do, we will put this /n to make the enter to next line, this one, and then we write Cisco. Then we need to go to the global configuration mode if you want to do any configuration, right? So we will write config t, then whatever operation you want to perform that operation. That's all. This is simple as we done before. So what I will do now, I will here till here this is okay, enable Cisco config t. From here it will change. So what I will do, I will write here VLAN. Okay, here I will write VLAN 10. Okay, VLAN 10, because we don't have VLAN, right? Then here I will write VLAN 20. This is basic lab to show you, to have you idea about this one. Okay, then I will go here, I will write here VLAN 30, and then I will go here VLAN 40. Later we will see more thing. Now just to have the idea about this one. After that we will end and then exit, and whatever operation we perform, we want to print on the screen here. That's why we done that. Okay, so this one, our code is ready. We modify, and now if you want to see, I will keep the putty also here. Let me keep the putty section here, so you can observe what is happening here also. I will run the code also. So this one I need to run. When I press, it will run. And if you check here, we don't have any other VLAN, right? Now we create VLAN 10 and 20. So now let's run and see here what we are getting. And if you see here putty, because the logs are disabled when we do the putty session, like telnet session, logs are disabled. So we need to enable. That's why it is not appearing. But if you go in the console and see in the console, you will have that someone is login and they use the LAN VTY. The username is network. Okay, and if you see here what we done, we log in there and we write VLAN 10, then we write VLAN 20, VLAN 30, VLAN 40. And if you want to verify, you can verify here. We can write show VLAN brief. Okay, before we don't have this VLAN, right? Now we have this VLAN. Or if the screen is small, let me show you here. Before we don't have that VLAN. If you see, now we have the VLAN. We created this VLAN, right? By using same code, if you remember in our first class what we used in our previous class, same code we are using here. Only I make modification here. If you want to make some more modification also, we can do. We created the VLAN 10, right? Now we can write like interface VLAN 20. Okay, interface VLAN 20 or VLAN 10 example. If you want to go inside the interface VLAN 10, you will go in interface VLAN 10, and after that you will write here IP address 1.1.1.1 255.0.0.0, and if you want to write, you can write the no shut. Like this you can make the changes and run the code and check. Okay, I will write no shut. Like this you can make the changes and you can verify. What I done, I go inside the VLAN 10, okay, I assign the IP, I will write no shut. Maybe I will do some minor mistake, but then we will run the code, we will verify and we will rectify the error, whatever we are getting. Okay, this is a sample I am showing you. You can play with this one. Let me run this one and see here what we have. No error. If you see here, no error. Just now whatever code we run, we have that one. Okay. If you want to verify, go here. If you see here what we are saying, here we have the notification saying that on 9th April, this is a syslog message. If you remember, in our CCNA 200-301 series, we discussed the syslog. So this is a syslog message saying that April 9 on this time, someone by using the line VTY1 log into the device with the name, username, network for you, and they created this one and they put the whatever we done, it is mentioning with the syslog. If you want to check, we write show VLAN brief. We have the VLAN, we can write show IP interface brief. So if you see here, show IP interface brief, we created this VLAN 10, right? And we assigned the IP address. Status is giving dawn. Maybe we did not put the no shut properly here. That's why it is giving the dawn. But anyhow, no problem. With this one, you have the idea, right? We can assign the IP also. If you want to assign the IP, you can assign the IP. And if you want to remove the IP also, you can remove the IP. You can go here. Okay, you assign IP here, right? You will write no here like this and you run this code again. When you run this code, no error, nothing, right? Now you can go to this place again and you can verify. Show IP interface brief. If you see here, IP is removed, right? So with this one, you can learn slowly the basic concept by using Python script. When you are more perfect, you can take 4 router, connect the 4 router, make the telnet, enable in that one, then do the OSPF configuration by using the Python script. This is a mini project for you. Anyhow, we are going to do, no issue. Slowly we are going to do. So I hope this one is easy for you. You understand this one. See, if you want this code, WhatsApp me. Maybe I will busy. I will go somewhere outside, but no issue. WhatsApp me and remind me. So I will copy and paste this in your WhatsApp. So you can use this one. Same thing. And if you need this one also, same thing. Only this is simple only. You can perform this lab with your PC. Okay, you can do this in GNS3 or EVNG, no issue. If you want this code, WhatsApp me. I will forward this code. I will paste this copy. I will copy and paste in your WhatsApp, so you can easily check this one. Okay. If you have any question, any doubts, write in the chat window. We will try to make another video for that one to explain you that. Okay. Thank you very much for seeing our video. Subscribe to our channel. Share with your friend who is interested in CCNA, CCNP and Python. Thank you. Bye.